For the second consecutive game in the NCAA Tournament Midwest Region, each of the coaches on the sideline will be a Hall of Famer. As was the case when Syracuse's Jim Boeheim faced Duke's Mike Krzyze on Friday evening, Kansas coach Bill Self can tell stories if he wishes about his induction to the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. More, NCAA Tournament bracket. One of the coaches, Krzyze, will be trying to reach the national semifinals for the 13th time. That would give him the record for Final Four appearances. He currently is tied with UCLA legend John Wooden. The other, Self, will be trying to reach his third Final Four after losing 7 times previously in the Elite Eight, including 2 prior trips with seniors SVI Mike Krzyze and Devontae Graham. March Madness matchup, Kansas vs. Duke. How to watch the Elite Eight matchup between Kansas and Duke will tip at 5:05 p.m. It will air on CBS and can be live-streamed on Fubo TV, 7-day free trial. Number 1 Kansas coach, Bill Self. Overall record, 30-7 scoring leader, Devontae Graham, 17.3 ppg rebounding leader, Udoka Azubuike, 7.0 rpg assists leader, Devontae Graham, 7.4 apg famous non-athlete alum, Paul Rudd, actor No. 2 Duke coach, Mike Krzyze. Overall record, 29-7 scoring leader, Marvin Bagley, 21.2 ppg rebounding leader, Marvin Bagley, 11.1 rpg assists leader, Trevon Duval, 5.6 apg famous non-athlete alum, Ken Jeong, actor. Best storyline in a tournament defined by upsets and unpredictability. The Midwest region has given us no. 1. Kansas vs. Number 2, Duke. They are 2 of the 4 winningest programs in history, legitimate blue bloods, whose presence in the Final Four will add some sparkle to the proceedings. That's true of either of them. So the fun is in finding out which can survive. Best individual matchup, Kansas senior SVI Mike Krzyze vs. Duke freshman Marvin Bagley. Any team playing Duke, because of the Blue Devils' conversion to zone, no longer is engaged in individual matchups when in possession of the ball. This mitigates some of the advantage Ku might enjoy because the Blue Devils are employing 2 big men, one of whom otherwise would have to pursue Mike Krzyze along the perimeter. But it doesn't change anything for Kansas on D. Self still must figure out how to cope with the massive size differential between Mike Krzyze, 6'8", 205, and Bagley, 6'11", 235. Everybody's talking about, how do we match up with them? Self said. Well, hopefully, we can be in a game that forces them to kind of play a little differently to match up with us. Most eye-popping stat, Krzyze has coached Duke for 38 seasons. Only 2 of those ended with the designation as Elite Eight teams. Krzyze is 12-2 in NCAA Tournament Regional Finals, losing only in 1998 to eventual national NCAA champion Kentucky, and in 2013, to eventual NCAA champion Louisville. Get to know Gary Trent Jr., Duke freshman wing. It's still possible he's only the 2nd best basketball player in his family. Gary Trent Sr. was a spectacular power forward for the Ohio Bobcats and averaged 22.7 points and 11.3 rebounds for his career. He was named Mid-American Conference Player of the Year in each of his 3 seasons and played 9 years in the NBA. Gary Jr. was a member of the 2016 FIBA U17 World Championship team and credits his father with shaping his development. Every move, every jump shot I do out there is for him, Gary Jr. told the Raleigh News. Elite Eight pick Duke's size and talent have been too much for each of its 3 opponents in this tournament. This one will be dramatically more difficult. Kansas is an excellent team, whose chance to hang in this game hinges on the ability of All-American guard Devontae Graham, an excellent defender, to separate Devils freshman Trevon Duval from his teammates, and force Duke to initiate its offense through Grayson Allen. The Devils are not as good then, because Allen is better when he can focus on scoring. And frustrating them is important because it can make their youth an issue. Only Allen ever has played in an Elite Eight game. Duke, though, should punish the Mike Krzyze matchup on Bagley, and even if Bagley doesn't score on first shots, there is the problem of trying to keep both him and 6'10" Wendell Carter away from the offensive boards.